Hello, I'm Whiplash, and welcome to Whip Language. I'm standing in for Skeletor this week because he's on a snowboarding holiday. I hope you enjoy the episode. Please try and watch it to the end if you can, because when Skeletor gets back, he's going to look at the YouTube analytics, and if he sees that people haven't watched the whole video, he's going to give me a beating. Anyway, I'm quite nervous about it this week. I've got butterflies in my stomach. But then I did have a big bowl of butterflies for breakfast. Anyway, let's get on with the episode. We start with a question from Margaret, who asks, Whiplash, why does your voice sound nothing like it does in the cartoon series? Well, that's a good question. The producers of the cartoon felt that my real voice didn't sound sinister enough, so all my dialogue was replaced in post-production to make me sound less of an idiot. Thanks for the question, Margaret. The monkey has 3 questions. Number 1. If Evil Lynn had a cooking show, what would it be called? Well, I'll just find out for you. Evil Lynn! Evil Lynn! If you had a cooking show, what would it be called? Oh, well, that's a strange name for a cooking show. Apparently, she would call it Piss Off Whiplash, You Dickhead. Question 2. If you got Chucky as a gift, would you wait for him to attack you or give him to Evil Lynn? Well, Chucky scares me, so I would give him to Evil Lynn and hope she could deal with him. And question 3. Who would win, Chucky or Evil Lynn, since they both use dark magic? Well, Evil Lynn would win, without question. She would kick his little butt all around Snake Mountain until he begged for mercy. Thanks for the questions, monkey. Flint Platts has a couple of questions. Firstly, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Well, I actually have one just off camera, so I will just find out for you. Right. The answer is 609. Flint's second question is it easy being green, or was Kermit telling the truth? Well, Kermit is an absolute liar. It is very easy being green and requires no effort at all. Kermit just wants sympathy and attention because he is a narcissist. Thanks for the questions, Flint. Andrew asks, how do you like being a minion? How does it work? Is there a minion union and opportunities for promotion? And would you recommend it? Well, for the most part, I do enjoy being a minion. I don't have to think for myself. There is plenty of variety, and I like my work colleagues. I take orders from Skeletor himself, although my line manager is actually Beastman. Us minions are not allowed to join a union, and there is little opportunity for promotion. As minions, we are not paid, and we are expected to be available 24/7. However, we can eat as much as we want, and we receive excellent healthcare benefits. We also have access to all of Skeletor's streaming services, and we are allowed to sleep anywhere on the floor. We must do Skeletor's bidding at all times, and if we disappoint him, then he gives Beastman a beating. On the whole, I would recommend it as a career. Thanks for the question, Andrew. Travels with Jason F. asks, what do you think of your boss? And if you could, would you trap him in honey? Well, as I mentioned in the previous answer, my immediate boss is Beastman, but I assume you're talking about Skeletor. I have to be careful what I say because Skeletor will watch this video when he gets back, and he doesn't take criticism very well. As for trapping him in honey, that is a very peculiar suggestion. I don't know if I could get my hands on that amount of honey. There is a jar of Manuka honey in the cupboard, but this wouldn't be enough to trap anybody in. Thanks for the question, Jason. Gerard O'Connor asks, have you ever encountered my pet monster, and do you find him as treacherous and terrifying as I do? Yes, all of us minions are friends with my pet monster. We go back almost 40 years. I'm sorry you feel that way about him. He's really very friendly when you get to know him. Have you had a bad experience with him? Perhaps he's been fooling all of us. Thanks for the question, Gerard. Dean at All Things 80s asks, what's your favourite track on Metallica's debut album, Kill 'Em All? I see what you've done there, Dean. Very clever. My answer is, of course, Whiplash. Thanks, Dean. Stephen Gray has a few questions this week. Number 1. Do you like Reptiles by MC Escher? Yes, I do. I like all his work. Question 2. Now that you are hosting the channel, who will be doing your usual job behind the camera? Well, this week, Beastman is operating the camera. Would you like to come and say hello, Beastman? Hello. Okay, you can go now, please. Okay. There was Beastman. Question 3. How did you first meet Skeletor, and why have you remained in his employment after all this time? Well, Skeletor and I first met in the Vile Marsh in the early 1980s when he was on one of his evil missions. He offered me work as one of his lesser minions because he was very impressed with my tail. In return for my loyalty, he promised me as much food as I could eat and a comprehensive dental plan. We also discovered we have a mutual fondness for lizards, and Skeletor told me I could oversee his collection. I have made many friends at Snake Mountain, and I am very happy with my responsibilities. And question 4. Are you still in contact with Clawful? And what's he up to these days? Yes, Clawful is still employed as one of Skeletor's minions, but he has also taken a part-time job at a local scaffolding company. He works there on weekends, chopping scaffolding poles into different lengths. He has also taken up volleyball as a hobby. Stephen also says my tail is very good. Thanks, Stephen. Here it is for you to look at. Here's my tail. Thanks for those questions, Stephen. Des T has a couple of questions. Firstly, why do you and your minion mates not take up arms against Skeletor? Well, quite simply, none of us would dare to stage an uprising against our master. The only person brave enough to challenge Skeletor is Evil Lyn. The rest of us are no match for his havoc magic, and we are not foolish enough to bite the hand that feeds. Des's second question is, do you think Skeletor is jealous of your tail? Yes. In fact, everyone in Snake Mountain is jealous of my tail, as I am the only minion to have one, apart from Panther, of course, but our tails are very different. Skeletor likes to hold on to my tail when we go swimming. Would you like another look at my tail? here it is again. This is my tail. Thanks for the questions, Des. Kat has lots of questions this week, so let's do them quickfire style. Number 1. Are you scared of Skeletor, and does he ever beat you? Yes, I am. And yes, occasionally he does. Number 2. Do you taste like chicken? No, I taste like crocodile, which tastes like chicken. Number 3. Are you related to lizards? Well, only very remotely. I am a reptilian and my species is Caligar. I am more closely related to crocodilians. Question 4. Why do you appear at the beginning of the videos all the time? Well, I generally appear in an advisory capacity to ensure the smooth running of the show and to make Skeletor look as cool as possible. Question 5. What is your favorite animal? Butterflies. They are delicious. Question 6. Do you have your own minions? No, I am the lowest of the minions. I'm in charge of all Skeletor's lizards, but they generally do their own thing. And question 7. Who is your best friend? Well, I would have to say Beastman. I'm also good friends with Merman. Thanks for the questions, Kat. Soda Cauldron has a few questions. Number 1. How long is your tail? Well, my tail is 3.5 inches long from end to anus. Remember, I am only 6 inches tall. Question 2. If you lose a bit of your tail, does it grow back? No, I don't think so, but luckily this has never been put to the test. And question 3. Do you have green plums? Well, if you mean my bollocks, yes, I have dark green plums and a green banana. And Soda asks who my best friend is. Well, I've already answered this question, Soda, and my answer is still Beastman. But thank you very much for your questions. Buttered Crumpet asks, did you put itching powder in Skeletor's snowsuit before he left for his holiday, so that he could have an itch-arresting time? No, I wouldn't dare to do something like that to Skeletor. If he found out, he would turn me into a handbag for Evil Lynn. Also, I would never admit to it on camera, because Skeletor will watch this video when he gets back. And thanks for the questions, Crumpet. Lord Malvada has 5 questions. Number 1. Once you gain control of Snake Mountain, what's the first rule you will put in place? Oh my God, why is everyone trying to get me in trouble with Skeletor? He's gonna watch this, you know. Oh, well, hypothetically speaking, my rule would be, do not put soiled undergarments in the dishwasher. Question 2. How did you meet Skeletor in the first place? Well, as I said earlier, it was in the Vile Marsh when Skeletor first came across me. Quite why he was masturbating in the middle of a marsh is anybody's guess. Question 3. Do you add anything extra to Skeletor's food to get revenge for all the beatings? No, but Beastman does.
Whiplash, you idiot, what are you saying?
What do you mean?
Don't say that on camera. Skeletor's going to give me a beating when he gets back.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beastman.
I thought you were supposed to be my best friend, and now you're telling tales on me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beastman. I didn't mean it, Skeletor.
He didn't mean it, Skeletor. I don't put anything in your food. I definitely don't fart on it.
Anyway, carrying on, question 4. Have you ever seen Skeletor taking a shower? And were you shocked, or did you laugh? Well, I have never seen him in the shower, but I did once walk in on him having a noisy bath. There were lots of bubbles, so I did not see his genitals on that occasion. However, Skeletor enjoys exposing himself to us minions, and I must say it is quite shocking. I swear that thing is still growing. And question 5. What do you do at the end of a day to chill out? Well, I usually put my feet up and listen to the muffled whimperings of Beastman as Skeletor beats him to sleep. Thanks for the questions, Lord Malvada, and thanks for the questions, everybody. That's the end of the episode. If you liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you have any questions for Skeletor for next time, please leave them in the comments below. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!